Hey, look what I have here. Something for you today. Check out this milkshake. I just got it from The Habit. Not paid by them, but these are the best milkshakes. They are delicious and they're made with real ice cream. It's so creamy you can barely sip it through the straw. So this milkshake looks awesome in this cup, right? Okay, but the problem is you don't want something that looks like a milkshake in your brain. What happens nowadays, I'm just going to jump right to it. This is day 3 of our social media reset, and we're giving you more healthy ways to get a more healthy and life-giving social media experience. So I'm just going to jump to day 3, which is learning about how you're giving yourself milkshake brain, which you don't want, and how you can stop it. So anyway, our brains are designed for long, deep intellectual activity, deep intellectual tasks. And what happens is sometimes, especially in our society now, we jump from task to task without even letting our brain process what's going on in the first task. So you've tried this with multitasking, you're trying to do like 3 things at once. Does it ever work? No! You end up doing a worse job at all 3 of them. So the cognitive neuroscientists, and specifically Dr. Caroline Leaf, call this milkshake multitasking, because it takes the cells and the neurons in your brain and all the chemicals, and it really just mixes them up because your brain is not focusing on one task at a time. So just like a little plug for doing one task at a time. But guess what happens with social media? That happens too. And when it happens is when we're scrolling, hey Christine, when we're scrolling and we're giving ourselves all these little bits of information, but we haven't even processed the first bits of information and we're already adding on to the others. Now that is, I don't know if you guys have had this experience. I'm sure none of you have. It's probably only me, but I'll be like going to bed at night and I'll say, hey, I'm gonna just check on, what's happening on Facebook. I go on and I'm like, oh, and what keeps going on? And I'm on, and then all of a sudden it's like midnight and I've been scrolling for like 2 hours and my brain is mush and you're not really absorbing anything you're reading anyway. At that point, my eyes are like bugging out, like a cartoon character, like bloodshot eyes. And part of that is happening because your brain, just watch, next time you do it, if you're scrolling for a long time, your brain feels numb. That's not scientific, but it happens. And it's because it's not allowing your brain to actually process the things that you're looking at. And they say, the scientists are now discovering that this informational high that we're getting is actually as addictive as chemical dependencies and drugs. And then also there are some characteristics of this scrolling thing that happens when we're not using our brain in our full capacity. One of them is very poor decision making, shallow decision making, poor judgment. And so consequently, some of the effects that happen are people tend to have a higher BMI, a body mass index, because they're making poor eating choices. They also tend to have more impulse purchases at the time when you're scrolling. So hey, I want to save your bank account. I'm here to save your bank account and your waistline. But anyway, so be careful about scrolling and just getting the information just randomly. It's something I'm working on myself. And so one of the ways that you can fix that is to just get in and get out. Get in and get out. And I know some of you are actually even making your living through social media. So I mean, I'm all about social media. It's awesome to connect with people all around the world that you would never meet otherwise. But if you have a purpose in it, just get in, get out. Look at the things you want and get back out. So I hope you guys have an awesome 4th. And hopefully we'll get to see you soon. And just be safe out there, all right? Love you guys. I'm going to try to suck this down. It's so hard to get. Oh, wow, that was a hard one. All right. And then the kids are going to love this. All right, bye.